Washington Commanders. Big plays are killing the Commanders, and here come the Cowboys. Explosive plays have been the bane of Washington's struggling defense. An explosive offense awaits Sunday in Dallas. October 16, 2025 at 6:59 p.m. EDT. Today at 6:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 5 minutes. Summary. 22. DeAndre Swift's 55-yard touchdown Monday night came after a missed tackle far upfield. Peter Casey/Main Images. By Tom Shad. Joe Witt Jr. could only watch from the press box Monday night as safety Quan Martin whiffed on an arm tackle along the sideline. The Washington Commanders' defensive coordinator didn't feel helpless, he said. But there was nothing he could do in that moment. By Commanders' Road to NFC Championship game poster. We have to do a better job of it, Witt said Thursday. The "it" in this case was tackling. Martin's miss turned what should have been an 8-yard completion to Chicago Bears running back DeAndre Swift into a 55-yard score. For the Commanders' defense more broadly, it also means limiting the explosive plays. Washington gave up 9 such plays in its 25-24 loss to the Bears, according to TrueMedia, which defines an explosive play as a run of 12 yards or more or a pass exceeding 16 yards. Through 6 weeks, only the Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills have allowed explosive plays at a higher rate than the Commanders, 12.3%. It's not an ideal place to be ahead of Sunday's road game against the rival Dallas Cowboys, who boast the league's #1 offense and are expected to welcome back star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb from injury. American football. Follow Commanders. Follow. It's going to be important just for us to come out and do our job, man, Martin said. It's been a lot of ups and downs, ebbs and flows, back and forth this whole year. It's time for us to just go out there and put a complete game together. For Washington's defense, playing a complete game will mean better tackling, especially in key moments, and generating more turnovers. The Commanders have forced just 3. It will mean more consistency against screens and perimeter runs. And it ultimately will mean limiting the explosive plays of Lamb, wide receiver George Pickens, running back Javonte Williams and others. In the early part of the Commanders' season, those explosive plays have often been the ugly warts on otherwise solid performances. The Commanders have allowed 46 of them, 32 through the air and 14 on the ground. And while each has been slightly different, with its own frustrations and explanations, there have been some themes, too. Asked whether the explosive plays have generally stemmed from scheme or execution, Witt pointed of the 31 drives in which the opposing offense has hit one or more explosives, about 70% have resulted in either a touchdown or field goal. Coach Dan Quinn said Wednesday that he doesn't want to portray the sky as falling for Washington's defense, but he does want to see improvement. Meetings-wise, it's tense, it's tight, like it should be when you're trying to dig in and find the right answers, Quinn said. And that's what's cool about this group, that it's not somebody pointing or doing that. It's, hey man, let's go through our thing together and how we'd go about it. Dallas will prove to be a test. The Cowboys, 2-3-1, are averaging 387.5 yards and their second-ranked passing offense is averaging 5 explosive plays per game. Pickens is off to the best start of his career with 525 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. And Dallas coach Brian Schottenheimer has indicated that Lamb, who has missed the past 3 games with a high ankle sprain, is healthy enough to return to the field. Witt, who, like Quinn, spent 3 years in Dallas before coming to Washington, said quarterback Dak Prescott is also playing the best ball that he's played. And the Cowboys' offensive line play has drawn similar praise. They're blocking like a expletive for Dak, said Commanders defensive lineman Javon Kinlaw. Excuse my language. They're blocking for Dak. They're blocking for their running back, Williams. They're doing a great job. The key for Washington on Sunday will be making Prescott uncomfortable in the pocket, stopping the run and, perhaps above all else, preventing the explosive plays that have at times been its undoing. All of the factors that lead to such performances, from resolute tackling to generating pressure, might not be easy to achieve, Witt conceded, but we'll get it done. At the end of the day, we've got to win, he said. All this lip service and talking that I'm doing, if we don't win, it don't really matter. So we've got to win. The fun in football is winning. And I understand the fans, they're passionate, and that's how they should be passionate about these Commanders. And we have to do a better job. Period. McLaurin, Samuel missed practice, Burke signs. A day after he returned to the practice field, wide receiver Terry McLaurin took a step backward. He did not practice Thursday as he continues to work his way back from an injured quadriceps muscle, leaving his status for Sunday's game in doubt. Deebo Samuel Sr., heel, also did not practice, though he has previously missed practices and still participated in games. With Noah Brown on injured reserve, the absences of McLaurin. Another receiving option is on the way, however. A person familiar with the situation confirmed Thursday that the Commanders are signing former Tennessee Titans wideout Treylon Burks to their practice squad. Burks, 25, was a 2022 first-round draft pick who caught 53 passes for 699 yards in parts of 3 seasons with Tennessee. Tashan Reed contributed to this report.